Nice to get 3 points. I guess the rumors of our demise were maybe a little bit premature. But you know, it's I thought at times today we played some good soccer. I think the soccer caught up a little bit, which I've been saying. As long as we keep fighting and battling and become a tough team to beat, you know, our soccer will get back to where it was. And tonight, for good stretches of time, I thought our soccer was good. The last 15, 20 minutes of the game became a little bit hectic, especially when we gave up that goal. A little bit disappointed, you know, when we had some chances, Flacco's breakaway, you know, maybe a PK there, you know, so some opportunities there that could have gotten us a goal or two extra. And so we were in a little bit of a scrape. And at the end of the game, it was a decision, you know, tactically, was it the right decision? No, but I wanted to get Steve Zakawani on the park and, you know, get him some minutes. And I thought it worked out well that he was able to get on the field and get some minutes, because it's been a long time and it's good for that to happen for him.
For the mental psyche, Ziggy, just how big? I mean, it's 3 points, it's a win, but how big is this win?
Well, it's big. I think now we're on a 3-game undefeated streak, right? Is that the way it works now? Statistics, you can turn them around any way you want to and make it appear that you're brilliant. You know, I was an economics major, so I know how statistics work. But you know, for us, you know, it was important. It was important to get the win. It was important to get back home and to get the win. It would have been nice to have it be 2-0 or 3-0 and be a lot cleaner than it was. But I was pleased overall. I thought there were more bright spots tonight than there were not bright spots. And I thought our team, as I said, at times showed very well. You know, and it was nice to see Flacco get his first goal of the year, you know, off the corner kick. And, you know, Morrow and Eddie Johnson's combination was very similar to the goal that we scored in New England. So obviously there's a relationship that's developing there, and timing that's starting to come along there as well.
Could you talk a little bit about this lineup that you rolled out tonight, the formation, and particularly, I guess, Freddie's absence from it tonight?
Formation was no different. We just played Morrow in the role that Freddie plays normally. They were in a 4-3-3. So as a result, we told Kasky and Morrow to push in, push out between the two of them, and they worked off of each other fairly well. So the times that Morrow went wide, you saw Alex was inside, you know, and there was good cover. And I thought the energy in terms of the combination play between Eddie and Morrow and Flacco and Kasky as well, and Rose coming through at times, you know, was very good. So it was a situation that we just felt, you know, this was a lineup that would be good for tonight.
The decision was in your hand, but what was it like watching Steve on the field?
Well, I mean, for sure the eruption of the crowd was as loud as I think I've ever heard here. I mean, it was fantastic. And, you know, I was still caught in the emotion of the game, so I didn't allow myself to think a lot about Steve getting back out there and the period of time and maybe the appropriateness of coming back on the field against Colorado. But, you know, I'm sure he would have enjoyed, you know, some more touches, or touches where he was able to go at some people and get on the flank. But, you know, he's got the first one out of the way, so we can go there. So, you know, it's a pretty emotional time because he's come through a lot and, you know, suffered a lot with his injury.
If that goal had been allowed, would that have changed your decision at all?
Yeah, I might have sat on it for a second longer as well. You know, we were also concerned about Johansson because he said his hamstring was starting to tighten up, so we were thinking about holding a sub there. You know, I'm glad the goal didn't count. You know, that was, I think it would have been a shame for us not to have won the game tonight, because I thought on the whole we were the better team. But you know, I just felt good things were going to happen. I lost my wallet this morning at Starbucks, and they found it, so I figured it was a good omen.
What's next for Steve?
It's just, you know, everything is just 1 week at a time. He continues to work. We'll see what the situation is Wednesday, whether that's a game that we think fits him, or whether in New York it's a game. You know, there's still a possibility of us maybe loaning him so he can get some more minutes in a period of time. But you know, right now, you know, he's got to be full in training and continuing to show what he can do at training every day.
Do you get a sense that this provides some level of closure on that situation?
Yeah, I don't know if, yeah, I mean, hopefully it provides an end to it. I don't know if closure is the right word. I think it's been closed for a while. I think people have, moved on, but it sort of provides a venue for everybody to see the completion of the cycle.
Anything else? They exchanged jerseys afterwards. Do you think that was meaningful? I mean, it's what everyone around the league's kind of been talking about is Steve and Brian exchanging jerseys afterwards.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I know Brian came up to me and we shook hands. We really didn't exchange words, but I saw Brian was, emotional at that point, so I didn't see that they had exchanged jerseys. And like I said, I mean, I coached Brian. I drafted him. I know where he is at his heart. And I know this situation has truly bothered him as well for a long time. So maybe that's a good situation for both of them to have accomplished that.
Anything else?
Words are powerful. I'm Sigi Schmid. Hearing the words retard and retarded makes people with intellectual disabilities and those who love them feel like less valued members of humanity. That's why we're asking you to help spread the word to end the R word. Stop by the Special Olympics booth in Soccer Celebration to pledge your support. It's time to respect and value people with intellectual disabilities. Please join us in eliminating this offensive language in everyday speech. Thank you.